All right, so welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to talk about the Alabama Crimson Tide women's basketball team. To me, they are truly the most underrated team in women's college basketball right now. They're currently 7-0. They haven't lost a game yet. They just won the game today. And to me, they arguably have the best duo in women's college basketball, especially in the Southeastern Conference that they play in, with which that consists of Sarah Ashley Barker and Aaliyah Nye. These two just go to work for Alabama, man. So Sarah Ashley Barker, we know she's one of the best players in women's college basketball. She is a true two-way player. She gives her all on offense and defense. She plays so tough. It's definitely a nightmare for the opposing player that's matching up against her, because she goes all out the whole game. As we see, currently she's averaging close to 19 points a game, 7.5 rebounds. She's averaging 7.5 rebounds a guard. That just goes to show you how tough she is and how she really goes after it when she's playing basketball. You know, she's playing the glass. And she's a decent playmaker and passer as well. She's averaging 3 assists, and she's doing it while shooting 50% from the field, which is, of course, efficient, especially for a shooting guard. She just goes after it, man. She excels in transition. We can take a look at this game against Kentucky. Some clips from that game of this year's January that just passed. She went off this game when they played Kentucky. Look what she did. 34 points, 10 boards, and 4 steals. Again, she was getting all those boards as a guard. And she just goes after it. Great at attacking the cup. She doesn't, jack, threes all day. She's not that type of player. She really, of course, she can make the 3-ball and shoot, but she's just tough. She likes to attack the rim. And again, she gets steals and gets out on transition for easy, fast break points. Real tough player. Aaliyah Nye, one of the best shooters in the country. There's only a few people I can probably say might be a better shooter than Aaliyah Nye. You could say Tahina Pow is a better shooter than her. You can definitely make the argument. But man, to me, they're neck and neck. They match up really evenly when it comes to shooting that 3-ball. Aaliyah Nye. So she came into the season being 3rd in 3-pointers made and 5th in 3-pointers made per game. So right now, currently, in the Southeastern Conference, Aaliyah Nye has the most 3-pointers made out of every single player in the Southeastern Conference right now. She's a marksman. And she's also doing it while shooting 46% from 3. A good percentage to shoot from 3, of course, as we know, is anywhere from the high 30s, low 40s. And she's shooting it right now in the high 40 percentile range. Her jumper, is smooth as velvet. She got the velvet touch. I just love watching her shoot. We can take a look at some clips from last season. Beautiful mechanic on the jumper. She's just cold. So they both are actually eligible for the 2025 WNBA draft. It's going to be interesting to see if any teams in the W picks them up. We know that there's now a Golden State team that's coming into the WNBA, this new expansion team. So it would definitely be dope to see these two play in the WNBA next season. But yeah, this team is real good. To me, you can, of course, when you look at the South Eastern Conference right now, you can definitely say, to me, the only teams that's really ahead of them is, of course, South Carolina and LSU. Of course, I know there's people that's going to say Texas is better than them. But, man, if I have these two on my team, Aaliyah Nye and Sarah Ashley Barker on my team, I'm not gonna lie, I like Alabama chances against them. And as a team overall, they got a lot of good players as well. Zay Green, she's real tough. She's a real great player for them. She's shooting efficient from the field. A real tough guard. Essence Cody, a great big for them. Solid rim protector. She's averaging close to 3 blocks a game for them. This team is really, really underrated, man. And you look at the numbers, they're actually third in 3-pointers made this season in the Southeastern Conference. This team is amazing, and as we see, the AP just released a new top 25 updated ranking. UCLA is of course now number 1. They beat the great South Carolina. But as we see, Alabama is all the way at 23. I think they're higher than that, man. To me, you should put Alabama at least in the top 15, dude. There's a lot of teams that they're better than that is in front of them right now, according to the AP. But yeah, we'll see. Again, I cannot wait until the Southeastern Conference tournament happens. It's gonna be dope to see, because I'm telling you, I'm not sure if LSU in South Carolina want to see this team, especially if Aaliyah Nye and Sarah Ashley Barker are just going off that game. It's definitely gonna be a problem. Yeah, Alabama is really that team. As we see, we can take a look at their schedule. Again, they won their game today against Alabama State. The next really big matchup to me, we'll see that's on their list. I would love to see how they match up against Texas in January. And that week, starting January 9th for them, they're going to have a long week ahead of them, of course, because you see they have Texas, then they will have to play against Ole Miss, and then they play against their great South Carolina. Yeah, this team is really, really good. And they play in the Southeastern Conference. I think they're really the best shooting team in the Southeastern Conference. This team is real good, man. But this duo is so underrated to me. They don't get talked about enough. And if you look at some mock drafts for the 2025 WNBA draft, you really don't see their names brought up at all. Not even in the second half of the mock drafts. I do not see Sarah or Aaliyah's name for some reason. And I'm like, yo, these teams, whoever picks them up will be lucky to have them. I would like to see Aaliyah Nye go to a team that really needs some shooting. It's like the Chicago Sky can definitely use Aaliyah Nye. They definitely need some shooting. Of course, they got Camila Cardos and Angel Reese. And we'll see if they end up drafting Olivia Miles. And if they get Olivia Miles and then pick up Aaliyah Nye, hey, I'm telling you, that team can definitely do something next season. But yeah, Alabama, the most underrated team in NCAA women's hoops. You guys tell me in the comments what you think about this Alabama team. Do you agree with me that they're the most underrated team in women's college basketball? Because to me, they are. They really are. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. And till next video.